Hey everyone, and welcome back to another friendly reminder series. And on today's topic, we are talking about not everyone is meant to stay. Right now, a lot of us are going through different friendships and relationships, if I may say. But let me focus more on friendship because I've experienced friendship. I've experienced friendship in terms of not everyone is meant to stay. Like sometimes we find that people are meant to be in our life for a certain period of time, and that is okay. We need to understand that sometimes holding on to people we are supposed to let go can stop us from achieving our blessings even more, achieving our goals even more. Because if we keep trying to strive to get what we lost behind, we cannot see what's in front of us, what's coming. So sometimes it's okay to let go. It's okay because not everyone is meant to be in your time for a certain period of time. That's why you have that friend that you had in primary school that you called a primary school best friend, and then you have a high school best friend, and now you are out of high school, you have a college best friend. And that doesn't mean you have to fall out with the people that you were schooling with or you were with or you called friends back then. People just grow apart, and that's okay. People just grow apart, and that's okay. We need to allow ourselves, we need to let ourselves grow. Otherwise we are going to be stuck in the same cycle, in the same environment, and that's not going to be good for us. I know I've already started this video with a lot of fire, but I really missed creating YouTube. I missed creating videos because it's something that I love, but we had technical difficulties. My phone was not phoning. I did not have a ring light. I came back home and I was using my niece's ring light. Now I didn't have a ring light. But right now, guess who's got? Anyway, my boyfriend got me a new ring light. So I'm gonna be using it because why not? Why not? Anyway, let's go back into the topic. I just needed to inform you guys why I've been lost for that long, because I have noticed that we hit 200 subscribers. Guys, that's a whole 200 people. I am very grateful for you guys for everything. Super grateful. Like, calm down. Like, it's something that I've wanted to hit. And when I hit 100 subscribers, I was very excited. And now I have 200 subscribers. So that's double. Road to 300 subscribers. I mean, I'm gonna celebrate every single step that we go as a community. Yeah, so I'm not taking you guys for granted, and it's not like I left you guys, and if I did, I'm really sorry. I just had technical difficulties, and guess what, we are back even better. Back to the topic. Okay, now, letting go of friendships. Sometimes you don't even have to have like a problem with your friend or the person we are letting go this time. You don't have to have a problem with them. Sometimes you just feel like, hey, the connection is not there. We don't talk as much as we used to. We don't interact as much as we used to. If you see that, that's let me take care of that. Like I was saying, sometimes you don't even have to follow with the person that you are letting go this time, like your friendship, your boyfriend, whoever that is. But sometimes you just reach a point in your life where you feel like the friendship is not giving you what you want it to give you, or sometimes you feel like the friendship is not growing the way you want it to grow, because people have like different paths. And let me give an example for me. The people I was friend with in high school, and other people I am friend with right now. I have like one, two friends from high school. From that, I don't have any more friends from high school. And when I say have one, two friends, that doesn't mean we talk every day. That's because some of them went to university, some of them went to colleges, some of them traveled abroad. Does that mean that we have to separate? No. But does that happen sometimes? Yes, it does happen sometimes. And is it okay? Yeah. Am I breathing? Yeah. Are they breathing? Yeah. Like, if you find yourself drifting from your friend, I don't want you to feel guilty about it, because it's not your fault. You're both on different paths, and it's okay. I keep saying it's okay because I need it to sink in your head, like it's actually okay. Not every connection is meant to last. Like sometimes we meet people who are in our lives for a season, to teach us a lesson that we need to learn, to teach us a lesson that we have to learn for our next steps in life. And that's okay. And when you're in your early 20s or you're in your late teens, you can find that very confusing, because people who you thought you were guys were close are now all moving in a different direction, and sometimes that can make you feel like you're left out, or those types of feelings. But hey, some people are just meant to be in your life for a lesson, and that lesson might take you 3 years to learn, it might take you 1 year to learn, it might take someone else 1 month to learn. But either way, if someone has done what they're supposed to do in your life and it's their time to leave, they are gonna leave. They are gonna leave. And if you are the person who feels like the friendship is drifting apart, one of your friend is like drifting apart from you, trust you me, like most of the time it's not even personal. It's just that people are on different paths, babe. Like they are, and that's it. And that's okay. And that's okay. We need to learn how to let go of our past relationships, or our past, when I say relationship, I'm talking in terms of friendship and all forms of relationship, whether it's your relatives, whether it's your parents, whether it's every form of relationship. You need to learn how to let go of that when it's not like feeding into what you aspire to be, feeding into what you want to become. You don't have to feel guilty about it, because that friend was there for you when you needed her. But right now, she cannot be there for you. She cannot. And it's okay. It's not her fault. It's not your fault. It's just that the circumstances are different right now. She also has a lot to be dealing with. She has a lot to be dealing with. He has a lot to be dealing with. And you cannot like make them feel bad for that. Okay? What else did I want to say? I wanted to add a point to that. Sometimes drifting apart doesn't mean the friendship wasn't real. Actually, most of the time, drifting apart doesn't mean the friendship wasn't real. Drifting apart doesn't mean the friendship wasn't real. Even if the friendship ended in bad terms, even if the friendship ended in like you would have hoped it would have ended better, but it didn't, that's still okay, because we need to, like, some friendship come to teach us how to trust less, or how to trust our instincts, because maybe in the beginning your instincts told you like, oh, this is not a good person to chill with, but regardless you still went ahead and chilled with that person, and now you're coming to understand why you had that feeling. You had to trust yourself. Like, you have to trust your body, you have to trust your instincts, because most of the time your instincts are never wrong. 99% of the time those instincts are not wrong. So sometimes, even if the friendship ended very bad, think about it. What did you learn from the whole situation? Were you genuine from the beginning to the end? Was she genuine from the beginning to the end? Yes, no, still okay. What did you learn from it? Because, hey, life is all about learning. If you don't take anything from that experience, then that experience is definitely going to happen again, until you actually learn what you're supposed to learn from that experience. Okay, so if you keep ignoring what the universe is trying to tell you, what God is trying to tell you, if you lose a friendship that was bringing you self-doubt, was bringing you like, was making you think less of yourself, and then you don't learn from it, trust you me, the next friendship you're going to get into, it's still going to be the same cycle. Until you fucking learn from that, then you can grow. You have to let go. You cannot sit there and be like, oh my God, I can't keep friendship no more. Oh my God, I've been losing things no more. Okay, but for something to begin, something else has to be lost. For self-confidence to begin, self-doubt has to die. Okay? For life to actually begin, for someone to form a baby and like push them out into the world, the process of the formation of the baby, pregnancy has to end for that baby to actually live. Something has to die for something else to begin. And if those are habits that you've been trying to get rid of, or those are habits that you've noticed in yourself that you don't like, and you're not letting go of them, the same cycle is going to happen. Say you're going to be attracting the same people in your life that are going to bring you the same lessons in life until you actually learn it. That's just it. That's just it. So we need to understand that not everyone is meant to last. Not every relationship is meant to last. And when I say relationship, it can be a career relationship, because some of us can feel. I saw a video from Nosim Natasha. I don't know, it was a podcast, and they were talking about how Gen Z quit early. And Nosim inquired more about, what do you mean by quitting early? And the person said, oh, Gen Z just don't put energy. If it's time to arrive at 8, they'll just arrive at 8 and just do what they need to do. There is no passion, there is no. But Nosim brought a very important argument to it. They don't quit early, they just do what they're paid to do. So if you pay me to get to work at 8 and leave at 10, I'm gonna get to work at 8 and I'm gonna leave work at 10. I am not going to do extra work for bare minimum fee. And if you are not happy with that, then I'm okay to leave. Let that sink in. I am not going to do extra work for a bare minimum fee. And if you are not ready to take that, let me leave. If you want me to do more, my salary should also match what I'm doing. I'm not going to sit here and put more effort just to get bare minimum. That's not how we work. And let me tell you, we did not wake up, Gen Zs did not wake up and decide, oh, wait, we are only going to give what we get. No. We've seen people who tried to do more and they still stuck at the same place. Unless you're doing something that you want, something like content, something like music production, something like hairdressing or makeup, and you actually love it and stuff. But if you're getting paid a 9 to 5, no one should make you feel guilty for doing what you're actually supposed to do. Are you paying me to be here by 8? Am I here by 8? Yes. Am I supposed to leave at 10? Am I leaving by 10? Yes. Then what's the problem? What's the problem? Y'all, just because it's a career relationship or financial relationship, that doesn't mean you're a slave to what the fuck they say. That doesn't mean you have to do every single thing they say. You have to have principles. Otherwise, if you don't have those principles, they're going to keep stepping on you over and over and over again. So you need to know when to let go. You need to know when to leave. You need to know what? You need to know what? When to leave, girl. Because sometimes that boss is treating you like that so that you can learn how to respect yourself. Sometimes that supervisor is treating you like that so that you can learn how to have boundaries. Because once you wake up and say, I'm not doing that, they're going to be like, what do you mean you're not doing that? And like, yeah, I'm not doing it. Why? Because I'm not. That's not what I get paid to do, and that's not what I'm gonna do. They're gonna punish you for a while, but with time, they're not gonna keep asking you to do the BS things. So if you feel like you're being suppressed in your work space, maybe it's your time to leave. And I'm not telling everyone to quit their job, because baby, we both know I don't have a job. But I'm telling this to my future self. I'm telling this to my younger self, that girl, sometimes not everything is meant to last. No matter how bad we want it to, sometimes it's just not. And sometimes it prepares you for something better. For you to be in a relationship that you are in right now, you had to leave whatever toxic thing you had last time. Something has to end for something new to begin. And maybe this new relationship is your soulmate. maybe you actually met your soulmate. But if you kept sticking with your ex and you kept going back and you kept going back, the cycle continues. The cycle continues. It delays you from what is ahead. It delays you from what you're supposed to be getting. You need to think in terms of the future. What did you learn from the experience, and what do you take from it? Did you learn something? Yes. What do you take from it? Like, always think positive. Like, be grateful that that had to happen. Be grateful that it actually did happen, because it made it easier for you to live. It gave you a reason for you to be like, okay, I'm done. That's not what I want. And sometimes you may actually meet what you need, but you're very stuck to what you want, that you're not going to get what you need just because, hey, this is what I'm used to. This is what feels comfortable to me. No, guys, no. No, babe, we need to learn how to let go. Let it go. And if I don't talk to you as a friend anymore, and if I'm not like close as we used to as a friend anymore, but I still try to update you in life, trust you me, it's not like anything personal. Sometimes I just don't know where to begin. Sometimes our values change. Maybe you're into more of spirituality, maybe I'm more into Christianity, maybe she's more into Muslim, and now we can find a common ground. But when our values change, so does our circle. If I'm stuck into finding myself spiritually, and you are trying so hard to get yourself ahead career-wise, we will find ourselves drifting. Because every single time I'm talking to you, I'm talking about my spirituality. And every single time you're talking to me about your career. And I might not give you what you need. I may sometimes. When I say this, I'm not generalizing everything. Sometimes there's exceptions. But most of the time, we will find ourselves drifting. Not because we are not good friends. Not because our friendship was not real. Not because our bond was not strong. Just because we have to grow. And for something to grow, you need to nurture it. So you need to surround yourself with people who align with what you want, who align with what you see for yourself. Anyway, guys, I really, really hope you learned something from this video. And I make these videos for me, to speak to my inner child, to speak to my inner me, to let her know that, you know what, girl, that's you. I really hope it gives you encouragement. It gives you like a sense of peace. It gives you a sense of, just to know that you're not alone. Because trust you me, you are not alone. You're not alone, girl. Figure it out. You have the rest of your life to figure it out. And it's okay. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And put on the notification button so that you can be informed when I drop my next video. Harry.